What's up, guys? Budget here with Unashamed Gaming, bringing you another Black Ops 3 game today. I don't have a 70 video today, and it's not my fault. Because as you probably know, servers were down like all day yesterday until late at night, and I didn't have time to play and get a good video at that point in time. So, no 70 video, not my fault. I apologize. But this one's pretty good. Actually, there was a face cam to go with this, but I think I kind of gave up halfway through and quit talking, so I'm doing this instead. But I mostly just want to talk about what we saw from Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered this last weekend at COD Champs. So, if you don't know, COD Champs or COD XP was this last weekend, and we got multiplayer footage from both Modern Warfare Remastered and Infinite Warfare. And the first thing I noticed about Infinite Warfare is that it looked exactly like Black Ops 3. The movements looked the same, the specialists looked the same, I mean, as far as the layout. And that didn't bode well with me. I'm really sick of advanced movements. And I don't want to have another game where I'm like trying to make it look good. And I've said before, Black Ops 3 could be and was, a pretty good Call of Duty. It just gets worse as it progresses, and I think that's largely due to the players that play it. Just the way they play is ridiculous. I don't have fun in pubs. If I have fun, it's in game battles or arena mode or something competitive. But pubs just are not fun to me anymore, and that's sad, But back to Infinite Warfare, I did watch some gameplay, and it looked pretty good. There's some things that concern me, like the specialists are still in it, and the boosting. I think the boosting's a little bit slower. You don't jump quite as high. I'm not sure about that. And I noticed that the maps are not quite laid out like this. There's a lot of inside hallway maps, and that's not good for boosting. There's not a lot of open areas on the maps I saw, some of them. So maybe it won't be so bad as far as stuff like that goes. Kind of limiting where you can use your movements, I think, is what they're trying to do, which is not a bad thing. Because if you have limited movements, that's better than it is now. So, final verdict, I don't have one. I'm just going to have to wait and see some more gameplay until we find out more. I don't know anything about competitive. So once I find out more of that, then I'll be able to make a better judgment on... Why do I flash my scoreboard so much? That's annoying. I don't notice that in the game. I'll be able to make a better judgment on, how I think the game's going to be. But that brings me to Modern Warfare Remastered, which looks pretty cool. I like the changes they've made as far as cosmetically. The game's supposed to pretty much be the same as far as guns in it and maps and everything like that. It's all just the same. It's just updated cosmetically. And a few probably glitches are fixed, I would hope and assume. And I would hope there's, a theater mode. I know they added a final kill cam and some camos and things like that. But gameplay-wise, it should pretty much be the same game. And so I'm looking forward to that, I guess. And it's like Enos is saying, you can still play COD 4. You can get on COD 4 and play it. It's not even modded like it used to be. So, now the old COD 4 does have its issues with spawns and hit detection. So I'm hoping that stuff gets fixed in this game. I'm thinking it probably will. So having it updated on a next-gen console, might make the game kind of renew it, make it real fun again. And I'm hoping there's some competitive in that as well, because I'd like to play some of that. So I'm hopeful for COD 4, and I'm hopeful for Infinite Warfare. I haven't written it off yet, but I definitely, I'm still considering just not getting it. It depends for me on a couple things. One of them just being my future plans. I don't know. There's a chance I'm basically not going to be able to play from the first 6 months of 2017, basically. I won't know for a while about that, and, I'll explain further why that is when the time comes. But if that's the case, it's going to be hard for me to justify spending $80 on a game that I'm only going to get to play for like a month and a half until July. So that being said, we're just going to have to wait and see. We're going to have to wait and see how it pans out. Some info that gets released and things like that, just as to how I base my final decision. But from that, I'm going to transition into Call of Duty in general. I've been disappointed with every Call of Duty we've had since Black Ops 2. And that's not because they've all been bad Call of Duties. Now, Advanced Warfare was bad. Ghost, the game itself was not that bad. It had a lot of issues that made it bad, though. Just very Infinity Ward-like issues, similar to Modern Warfare 3. Just some of the stuff they chose to put in there, some of the stuff they didn't fix that needed to be fixed, like the bomb glitch. I don't know. It had some stuff that was like, just why is that in the game? And it looks like there might be some of that in Infinite Warfare as well, so I'm kind of worried about that. But Ghost, not inherently a bad game. Black Ops 3, Advanced Warfare, bad game, sorry. Black Ops 3, not a bad game. I think it's a good Call of Duty. I think the problem that we have with Call of Duty now is the players. It's not... Players just... I don't know. It's just the people that play it nowadays. The vast majority of them are just there to be dumb, it seems like, or there to do something cool, like all these melee weapons. Now, I will say, every time they add in melee weapons, more and more of them get used, which makes this game more and more broken. When it was just a combat knife at the beginning of the game, I didn't have a problem with it. You didn't get people running around with a combat knife very often, any more than you would normally. But when they put in all these additions, these cool weapons, like the boxing gloves and stuff like that, then people have more incentive to use it, and it breaks the game. So that kind of stuff, I've always said, care package weapons break the game. And that kind of stuff breaks the game. But what really breaks the game is that people strive to just not play on the most competitive way that they can. And that's why I play competitively, because it eliminates some of the stupid stuff, and then it comes down to just skill and competitive nature, and that's where I thrive. That's what I like to do. So that's my thoughts on it, guys. And really what I want to focus on now at the end of this game is the end of the game. You'll see I got some streaks there, and they're going to come in clutch, because as you can see, we are down. And if not for those streaks, we would not have won this game. So I like to take a little credit for that. Again, this video is not what I planned to upload today, so the KD is not as... I had more deaths than I would want for a video. But, unfortunate circumstances once again caused me to not be able to upload my regular schedule. But to make up for it, guys, I got a great throwback COD Thursday for you guys tomorrow. Be sure and check that out. I've already got it recorded and everything. I just got to render it out and upload it, so it should be good to go. And it's a pretty good one, guys, so make sure you check that out. But as always, guys, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. God bless.
With these upgrades, you never stood a chance.